Let me stress that China firmly supports European integration, firmly supports a united and stronger EU, and firmly supports Europe in playing an even more important role in international affairs. This position of China is based on our profound observation and long-term thinking about international landscape. It is not any expediency, not targeted at any third party, and not be affected by any temporary incident in China-Europe interactions. We hope to see a more multipolar world with greater democracy in international relations and all countries working together to make globalization more inclusive, deliver win-win outcomes, and work for everyone.
Thanks very much. Laurence Norman at the Wall Street Journal. For State Councillor Wang, first of all, you've talked a lot in the past few minutes about cooperation between Europe and China and seeing things in the same way. But last week, the European Union labelled China as a systemic rival and promised to take action to constrain what Europeans say are unfair Chinese trade and economic practices. How do you respond to that strategy, and how do you respond to the accusation that China deploys divide and rule in its approach to the European Union?
Can I just say a few more words? I agree with High Representative on what she has said. Well, between China and Europe, sometimes we have differences, but we have far more common grounds than differences. I have summarized the 10 convergences between China and Europe, and High Representative just told me that we could have many more convergences, and we do have them. Well, it is fine if we have some competition, but the important thing is cooperation is the main theme of China-Europe relations. Well, in terms of social system, cultural background, China and Europe have many differences, but win-win cooperation is the well-established shared goal of both sides. I believe you will agree with me, and you have heard from High Representative Mogherini in her authoritative interpretation about the joint communication document. Well, you also mentioned information technology, 5G technology. I've always been keeping in touch with High Representative. What I want to stress is that China hopes all countries will create a fair and just competition environment for companies of all countries, including from other countries. What we oppose is groundless accusation out of political purposes and attempts to bring down a foreign company. We think such practices are abnormal, immoral, and have no support from other countries. We hope and we believe European countries or other countries will have independence in making their own choice and their own judgment. As for cybersecurity, it is a shared international challenge. China is ready to work with European countries and other countries to enhance our cooperation on cybersecurity and work out universally accepted rules and principles. Thank you.